Here at bfalls.com, which is some little hole in the wall in somewhere in Manhattan. So I think
yes.
This is our dealer David Lam, and he's explaining why the ticket, why ticket's a good choice, and why why are different bikes are for different reasons.
Okay. So for example, for the Brompton, if the place you want to go to is a building and where you live is really tight, so you want maximum size, the minimum size I should say, then the Brompton is really great. That's where they're #1 on. But aside from that, if you want to look for like a funner ride, a better ride, okay, slightly better ride, and also a better gearing, the Tikit is actually a great machine. Okay, so for example, if you can bring this into your office, usually the most difficult place is the office.
Right.
If you can bring this into the office, then this will be a funner ride. And the reason behind it is a couple. First of all, other than the frame, everything else is a standard bike, so less proprietary parts like on the Brompton. So if you're missing a derailleur, you can only get that from a Brompton dealer. Where this is standardized parts, so you can break down anywhere. It can be fixed. And you also have quick release that you can take the wheel off. You get a flat, which is a lot easier to deal with. Okay, all standardized parts, and also it has adjustability on the front. So the Brompton, for example, there's a very limited adjustability. So the only place you can adjust is the seat height and the seat moving front and back. That's only if you change the Brompton seat. Where the Bike Friday, you have the capability of adjusting the seat forward, backward. You can change the stem and so forth. It has eight gears instead of limited Brompton like 2, 3, maybe 6. Okay, and so the key is going to be like where you work mainly, because you can always bring it home. Home is never a problem. It's mainly work and your leisure. Okay, so if you can solve that work and leisure problem, then the Tikit is a great bike. Okay, but if you think it's very difficult to get to your office and leisure, meaning that if you always constantly going to store to store, the Brompton maybe. So it's really
with a subway or a bus, exactly.
Exactly.
And they can't get on a bus.
Subway, the bus, you're okay with this one. This one definitely is okay for subway and bus. It's really the office building is the key. Yeah, so that's really the choice, So a lot of people that enjoy, they're more peculiar about the ride, and they tend to like this a lot. So for example, for me, if I'm zipping around the city, if I go to Chinatown, very tight spaces, I use the Brompton. But if I want to go to a leisurely ride, let's say I go up to the GW Bridge and do something anywhere between 35 miles and up, I prefer to take my Tikit. And so that's the trade-off.